Washington football team, taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington takes over.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up
out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. 25 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
From the gun, Warner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Brings up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The kicker.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The 30-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 14, Washington nothing.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Operating from the gun, Warner. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he rifles one incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Warner. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
31-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Looking to throw. Warner. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. Warner. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen. And they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Warner. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Number 81.
From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
At their own 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far.
This time they face a 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On 1st and 10, Warner. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Warner firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Warner to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Loss of 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And all this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw. Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Minnesota.
A play fake. Now Warner. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on second down. Warner throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 14. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
First and 10. At their own 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go on second and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now a first down throw, Warner, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Warner. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down. Sheffield. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
1-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
For Washington.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 38-yard line.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Williams loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now Warner. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Vikings first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He's brought down at the 30.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington 6.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Washington on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
And it's
Warner from the gun. He's got his man. It's Williams.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
To throw, Warner. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
A loss of 7 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On third down, Warner. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this one is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
10-6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brings up second and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
And 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 27.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Down back at the 31-yard line.
Let's go. 50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
On first down, Sheffield. And he's going to take this out past the 10 to about the 11. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. Sheffield. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sheffield.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down now, Sheffield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.